And after you leave a like, remember to smash the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel as yet. And remember to hit the notification bell so every time I post a video, you can know right away. Subscribe, 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 subscribe.
What's up, my YouTube friends, viewer subscribers, everybody? Welcome back to another banger motivational video. And the topic for today is 10 ways to improve your confidence. So, this is for all those guys that struggle with confidence, all those guys that say whenever it's time to do something, they're not motivated, all those guys that have no drive to achieve something, you don't have a purpose. Whenever you get up and you want to do something, you can't do it. You're not mentally strong, easily influenced, always always have to listen to everybody else before you make a move. Like, this is for all those people who are struggling with their own confidence and they think it's not there, but I'm here to tell you 10 ways to improve it. That's why I'm here. I have this little piece of thing here. Like, there's a lot of ways to improve confidence, but I chose the best one to explain, just to make sure that you guys can understand what I'm saying. So I have 10 here. So the first one is figure out who you are, which means you need to know your capabilities, your abilities, what you want to do in life, your purpose. And I like most of my motivational videos, I always say it: figure out who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you can't know your talent, you can't know what you're driven by, you can't know what you can make happen. You can't, you literally do not know anything about yourself. So I think most people that struggle with confidence, I think that is the number one reason why. Because they have to look at everybody else and then they sort of like sponge. So they look around and they absorb. So, oh, if somebody's doing that, I need to do that. No, that's not how it works. So figure out who you are. You need to know what you want to do and pursue what you want to do. That's how it is. So confidence is trusting your own ability, trusting your own instinct. You are certain enough that you are the person for the job. Those are the type of people where, if you're having a discussion and they can not say argue back, but they have a strong opinion, those are the people who are confident in what they're saying. For an example, I know nothing about mechanic. If a mechanic was talking to me, I will shut up and listen to him. That's not my area. So I will say, okay, this, and you know what I mean. That's how it is. And then if there's somebody else that are talking to me about base knowledge or YouTube or something, then I can sort of give my opinion back and forth, because that's my area. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people spend most of their time looking at everybody else instead of looking within. So I'm guessing that's one of the one of many reasons why a lot of people struggle with confidence is because that's the way it is. They don't know themselves. They don't know their talent. They don't know if they're creative. They literally do not know anything about themselves. So when you judge yourself based off somebody else, you can't really know for sure if you can make whatever happen. If somebody can make something happen, you're not quite sure if you can do the same, because what if you don't have that skills? What if you don't have that talent? What if you don't have the ability? What if you are not capable to make it happen? It's sort of like, what's it called? Like singing. I always tell people, everybody that know me personally always hear me say singing isn't my thing. What if I'm gonna look at everybody singing, everybody rapping, and then I'm like, oh, I want to try? It'll never work because I can't do it. So I know I can't do it. So why would I get up and try? You know what I mean? I'm not saying like like I'm not saying I do not sing. That's not what I'm saying. But taking singing as a career to go in a studio, no, not my thing. So figure out who you are. Trust me, that's one of the biggest things. If you've been watching my motivational videos for a while now, in every one, it always comes up: figure out who you are. That's where it comes from. Because once you know who you are, you can know if you're talented. Like, we're all driven in different ways. So you can know if you're driven by knowledge, talent, skills, creativity. Then once you know this, then you can pick something you enjoy doing, and then you move forward. And that will improve your confidence, because if you like, the more we do something, like, we live in a world where every day we're constantly learning, changing, and evolving. So if you do something that you love, it's easy for you to learn. If you're struggling with learning something, it's not for you. It is not for you. So figure out who you are. Trust me, it works. It works. Number 2, stop comparing yourself to others. I think I did a video talking about this a while back. And the reason why you're having problem with your confidence is you're constantly comparing yourself to others. Let me explain something to you. Everybody is on different levels. So if you think, oh, I am this age and that person is that age and we are the same. No, life doesn't work like that. What separates everybody is our own individual knowledge. And I've said this before, but I chose this one because a lot of people struggle with their confidence because they're constantly comparing themselves to people. It's like, if somebody's saying this, I need to say that. No. If you agree with them, then you can say that. If you don't, you can state your opinion and be respectful, and then that's how it is. Do not compare yourself to somebody else. Everybody is on their own level. And the reason why I say do not compare yourself to others, if you compare yourself to somebody else, it's sort of like, it's not say jealousy, but most people compare themselves to others as a drive to move forward. So it's like, okay, I need to be able to move forward. So let me find somebody that's in the room that's constantly moving forward. Okay, that's okay on your side for now. What I mean by that is, when you pick a driving force, what if the driving force reaches its destination and stop? And then you are comparing yourself to this person, and then this person is like, okay, giving up, turning their life sideways. You don't have nothing to compare yourself to now. So now you're like a blank canvas. You're like a blank piece of paper, because you were comparing yourself to this individual. And it's like, okay, as long as this person keep going, I can go. But what if the person that you're comparing yourself to doesn't love what they're doing? They're just doing it to pass time, or they're just doing it because maybe somebody else is doing it. And it's like a cycle where you're watching somebody else, somebody watching somebody else, somebody watching somebody else. Sorry, that's how it is. So do not compare yourself to nobody. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. And what I mean by that is, the only way you can know that you're growing and changing is by comparing yourself to yourself. You need to look back to see where you were at, say, a month ago, 2 months ago, 4 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That's how you can know that you're actually changing. And these things improve your confidence, because if you can see that you're changing drastically, then you can say, you know what? If anybody comes and asks me anything about anything, I'm confident enough to say whatever I want to say. Because you do not compare yourself to somebody else. Do not do it. Trust me, bro. I know, when you're like, a lot of people, like, I'm trying to figure out the best way how to explain this. A lot of people do not have that driving force, and I'm guessing that's why they constantly pick somebody else to compare themselves to in order for themselves to move forward. But that's the wrong way to do it. Compare yourself to yourself, and then you'll constantly be growing and changing. Because what if you have the potential to be greater than the person that you're currently comparing yourself to? What if? You'll never know. And the reason why you can't know is because you're looking at that person you're comparing yourself to. You're driving to be like them or on the same level, not knowing you're capable enough to go above and beyond what they are. And I think that's what keeps a lot of people trapped, is that like, that's what happens. But if you compare yourself to yourself, you're constantly growing and changing and evolving to the point where when you look back, you're like, I can't believe you were above me and now I'm above you. But life works like that, and it improves confidence. Do not compare yourself to nobody. That's why you're struggling with confidence, because it's like, if this person don't know it, then I don't know it. No, that's not how it works. If they do not know it, you need to know it. That's how it works. So do not compare yourself to nobody. Number 3, embrace your failures and view them as a learning opportunity. I chose this one because it's very interesting. A lot of people are scared to fail. They are afraid to try because they don't want to fail. Let me tell you something, bro. Failing is a learning progress. If you're not failing, then that means you're not doing anything. Let me tell you something. Winners are those who try one more time. Losers are the ones that try once, it didn't work, they give up. Winners are the ones that say, you know what? It gotta work. If I tried it this way, let me try it the other way. And try it a third time, and try it a fourth time, and try it a fifth time just to see if I can get it right. Because sometimes a lot of us do not have somebody to, to guide us along the way. So we have to figure it out on our own. That's why you're failing. That is why. Let me tell you something, bro. Like it said, embrace your failures. So do not run away from it. Do not, if somebody's criticizing you, do not shut down. Do not turn your life upside down. That's why a lot of people struggle with confidence. It's the fact that they know other people are watching, and they're so scared that other people are watching, to the point where it's like, oh, I do not want nobody to see me losing. It's okay. It is okay. Because the more you lose, is the more the more your mind open up new doors, new windows for you to try. Because like I always say in most of my motivational videos, if you are destined to do something, and if you do what you love and you pursue what you're truly interested in, not because everybody else is doing it, but because you are interested in it, your mind were designed to figure out different ways to move forward. Trust me. So if you're doing something, do not be afraid to lose. Do not be afraid. And I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people struggle with confidence, is because they don't want to lose, and they know other people are watching, and they're so scared that somebody else may say that they're losing, and they do not want somebody to say that they're losing, so they rather not do it because they don't have the confidence to fail. Bro, let me tell you something. Like it said, embrace your failures and view them as a learning opportunity. I chose this, like all of these 10 ones that I've picked are very good ones to help you improve your confidence. It doesn't matter what it is. So it's like, say you ask somebody out and they say no. So you're not going to ask nobody else out? What if the person you ask out had a partner, or they're just not interested in you, or they're just not ready for a relationship? So you're going to shut down yourself to the world, and oh, I won't ask nobody out, and I'm going to be alone, miserable, pursuing nothing, and that's just how it is. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. A lot of people are so scared of rejection to the point where they rather not ask, and then they make themselves miserable in order to not move forward. Bro, let me tell you something. Whatever you're failing at, you need to embrace it. If it's meant for you, you'll figure it out, you'll move forward. Embrace it and learn from it. That's the definition of failing, which means you did something wrong and you need to figure out how to make it right. That's how it is. So if you sit down and you think, oh, I did nothing wrong. No. You did something wrong. That's why you're failing. Failing means you made a mistake. So if you can analyze your mistake and learn from your mistake and decide not to make this mistake again, then the next time you try something, you can make it right the other time. That's how it is. Number 4, track your progress. And that's very interesting, because when you're tracking something, it simply means that you're doing something, so you're keeping your eye on something just so you can know that there's a possibility that you can make it happen. Which means if you're trying to become a content creator, a business owner, as long as you have something to see, then you have the confidence enough to keep pushing forward. So if you're the type of person where you're doing something and you don't have nothing visual to see, it's harder to be confident within yourself if you don't have something to look at, because seeing things make you real. You notice all my videos I make with this choices of words here, I shall and I will be successful, because every morning I wake up, I see this poster. Every night before I go to bed, I see this poster. You have to have something to see. If you're doing something, you need to keep track of it. You need to have something in your room, in your car, wherever you are. You need to have some visual where you can look at it every single day and remind yourself why you started. You need to track your progress. If you're doing something and you're not tracking it, you do not know where you may end up. Because it's easy for you to go sidetrack if you're not tracking anything. How you can know if you're going to make a mistake if you're not tracking what you're doing? If you're not focusing on what you're doing, it's easy if you're going straight. You need to keep track on yourself, keep on going straight. Because at any moment you can go right and you can go left. If you're not keeping track, you won't even know until it's already too late. So track your progress. I don't care what it is. I don't care what you're doing. You need to track it to make sure you are where you are and you're aiming to be somewhere else. Like, why wouldn't you want to track your progress? If you're doing something, why wouldn't you want to see the effort that you're putting in, all the time, the energy? Why wouldn't you track something and you know you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something and you don't track it? Tracking something meaning you're doing something and you just want to see the progress. That's why you need to track things. Number 5, have positive self-talk. And this is very interesting because you have to tell yourself, I can make it happen. You can't listen to somebody else. If you listen to somebody else, they're going to drag you down with them. If you convince yourself that you can't do it, you already fail even before you get a chance to try. That's how it is. You have to convince yourself, I can, I will, and it's possible. This is what I love doing, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. That's it. If you're going to tell yourself, oh, I can't do it because somebody around the block say I can't do it, I don't know where I may end up, bro, you're losing already. And that's why you don't have the confidence to keep moving forward, because you're drowning yourself in negative thoughts to the point where whenever you think about it, it's like, what's the sense of doing it? Because you're so trapped within your own mind to the point where the moment you start thinking about it, it's like all these negative thoughts start swerving in your brain. Oh, you can't do it. Stay down with us. Be a nobody. Don't get no job. Don't pursue no future. Stay a loser. Always remain a nobody. No. That's not how it is. Positive self-talk. You need to sit down. Sometimes all you need is to hear it. Some people, that's all they need. But not everybody's going to tell you that, oh, I'm proud of you, you're capable of doing this, you can do it, you can make it happen. Your parents may tell you. Your friends, not so much. If they're jealous of you and they want to keep you down with them. You need to have positive self-talk with yourself. You need to tell yourself you can do it, you're capable enough, and then it will improve your confidence, I guarantee you, because everything starts from within you. Your confidence isn't because of everybody else believing in you. How many people do you know that everybody thought they can make something happen and they didn't make it happen? Because everything comes from within you. It doesn't come from everybody else. And how many people that everybody thought they were about to stay a loser, they're not going to go get no money, they're not going to be somebody one day, and everybody was saying, oh, you ain't going to do this, you're a nobody. And this person rose up above everybody else because everything comes from within you. But a lot of people spend their time wanting everybody else to believe in them. So it's like, oh, if the world don't believe in me, then I'm not moving forward. Okay, then stay where you are because you're affecting nobody but yourself. Trust me, it improves confidence once you have positive self-talk. If you have at least one friend or your parents sit down and be positive with you, they can tell you. And being positive doesn't mean lying to you. Because your parents will lie to you to protect you. They will tell you, oh, it's okay, you can do it. They know full well you can't do it. That's why you got to have positive self-talk with yourself, because only you know that you can do it. That's how it is. Number 6, set small goals. When you set goals, you set small goals in order to achieve what you want long term. So with that being said, is when you're setting goals, when you achieve one, you know how amazing it feels when you achieve something you set? You have more confidence to keep on moving forward. If you're not setting goals, then it's sort of like you're aimless. So it's like you're sitting down, you're not moving forward because you don't set no goal, you're not trying to achieve something. Bro, it is as simple as go getting a job, save some money, buy a car, save some money again, buy a bedroom set, save some money again, buy some clothes, some shoes, make yourself look better, dress better, smell better, You groom your hair, you groom yourself, you buy a house. It is as simple as sitting down and telling yourself, oh, I want this and I want to achieve this, and the only way I can get this is by doing these small things in order to get there. A lot of people focus on the big goal instead of focus on the small goals to get there. So they will sit down and say, okay, I want to be a multi-millionaire. How do I get there? I'm broke, I don't have no job. Okay, I can't do it. Let me just sit down and be a loser. Bro, you can go get a regular job, save some money, spend your money wisely. You can probably invest it somewhere. You can probably buy something that you can bring in more money, and then eventually you'll get there. You need to set goals in order to get there. Like, I've seen a lot of people sit down with big dreams, and then when you ask them, okay, what are you doing to get there? Oh, I'm not doing it because I don't have this. I don't have the motivation. I don't have the tools. I don't have the skills. Then go learn it. That's how it is. So you need to set small goals. And number 7, get good sleep. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But I'm going to explain something. You see, if you are an overthinker and you're constantly thinking every single day, when you're asleep, sleep is next to resting. So if you wake up tired, I think I've said this a while ago in one of my motivational videos. If you wake up tired, your brain was never rested. You didn't get a proper sleep because while you were sleeping, your brain was still trying to figure out stuff, whatever it is that's bothering you or whatever problem you have. Your brain is trying to figure it out. Get good sleep. I always tell people, bro, if you're working hard, you need to be sleeping hard. Because if you do not get good sleep, you're going to be lazy, you're going to be cranky, you're going to be irritated, you're walking, you're not motivated to do anything, you can't stand firm, you don't have confidence to achieve nothing for the whole day, you're napping throughout the whole day when you should be working. Bro, let me tell you something. If you're working hard, you need to be sleeping hard. Because you can't work hard on lack of sleep. A lot of people think, oh, I don't need to sleep. I need to stay up and I need to do all of this that don't make no sense to nobody. No, you're hurting nobody but yourself. Good sleep is what makes everybody function properly. Good sleep and good food. I don't have good food on here, but bro, good sleep, trust me, bro. I always tell people, and people that know me personally, I always tell them I function on good sleep. I do not spend the whole night up unless there's something going on or I'm celebrating something or traveling or something's going on. Because me, I'm a deep thinker, so I need good sleep in order to come up with new ideas and, think about stuff in order to move forward. That's how it is. If you're not getting good sleep, then you're going to be cranky. The moment you wake up, you're already in a bad mood. How are you going to achieve something when you wake up in a bad mood? Waking up meaning another chance to make things right. You wake up already in a bad mood, you're irritated, you're arguing with everybody's miserable because of you, because you didn't get a good sleep, and then throughout the whole day you achieve nothing. And then when you get a good sleep and say, oh, I'm full charge, I need to go get some stuff going. No, you should be doing that long time ago. Bro, good sleep, that's one of the best things a person can ever do. Or one of the best things, sorry. But trust me, bro. And let me say this one more time. If you're working hard, you need to be sleeping hard. Because we all function better once we get a good sleep. Number 8, stop avoiding challenges. Which means stop running away from everything. Bro, let me tell you something. Challenge simply means if you are capable enough within that moment to get it done. Why do you think teachers give you tests in school? That's to challenge your knowledge to see what you have learned and to see if you were paying attention to when they were teaching. That's what challenges is. So if you're a person that anytime a challenge comes up, you avoid it, you're always running away, how you expect to be confident within yourself when you're not challenging yourself to see just how strong you are, how fast you are, how smart you are, how creative you are, how talented you are, if you're not challenging yourself, then how would you know? How? You can't know. If you're in a drawing, like artist school or painting school, if you're not challenging yourself and doing the best painting possible with your knowledge and capability and creativity, how are you going to know that you are the best in the class? If you're the type of person that you're always running away from everything, you can't know how strong you are if you keep on running away. How are you going to know? If you never got on the field and race the fastest person, how are you going to know that you are the fastest in the school? You could be, but you're scared because everybody else say this person is the fastest person in the school. You may have the capability to beat the fastest person in the school and become the fastest person in the school, but you do not want to race the fastest person in the school because you worry about what everybody else may say, so you avoid that challenge. How are you going to know? If you do not challenge yourself, you can't know. You can't. And that's just how it is. Stop avoiding challenges. You can't know for sure unless you challenge yourself. If you keep running away, you will achieve absolutely nothing. And I've seen it. Number 9, do what makes you happy. And it's funny how I always say this. This is why I pick all these things, because I can explain it and I know how to relate to them. Like, there's a lot of ways, but I pick these 10. Do what makes you happy. If you do something that you don't like, you are going to be miserable every single day. Every day you're going to be miserable. This is like getting up, going to a job. You don't like your job. You don't like your coworker. You don't like your manager. You don't like the policy. You don't like the customers. You do not like the clients. You don't like nothing, but you're still going for what? For a paycheck? So you rather get paid less than nothing and be miserable every single day. You know how happy it feels when you're doing something you love? When you're doing something you love, you're more confident within yourself in order to keep moving forward. This is like if you're a person you enjoy cooking or baking. Whether you cook and bake somewhere else, even if you're at home, if you love baking, you'll be baking. If you work in a bakery and you're working there and whatever it is may be, on your own time when you're at home, you're baking for your family. Because you love it. Bro, when you do what makes you happy, bro, I'm telling you, you'll go so far because you love it. You're confident enough in your own ability that, you know what, this is, people can actually come to you and ask you for your opinion because you're so confident in what you love. Bro, trust me. I'm not saying if you're a type of person that you didn't inherit nothing and you're from an average family and you want to become somebody. I'm not saying you can't work for somebody else, but what I'm saying is if you pick a job that you like doing or that you enjoy. Do not pick a job because you have to do it. You're going to be miserable. You are going to be miserable. So whatever it is that you do in this world, if it doesn't make you happy, do not do it. If you're working a regular job and you're an average person and you don't want a big future, pick a job that makes you happy. Because trust me, you may hate your coworkers, you may hate your manager, you may hate the policy, but once you love doing your job, it doesn't affect you as much because you love doing it. And then, as you know, you may create something that's almost like the same, and you may create something for yourself that makes you happy. Bro, trust me. Whatever it is, do what makes you happy. Number 10. Very interesting. Learn to say no to others. Which means if you do not want to do something, do not do it. Do not say, oh yes, because you're scared. They may say, oh, why are you doing that? No. Bro, let me tell you something. Saying no is one of the best things you can ever do. Because in this world, you have people that say they will do something for you and then they will expect, like we call it return favor. Learn to say no. Stop creating opportunities for people to take it. If you do not want to do something, you need to say no. Right off the bat. No, sorry, I can't do it. Not interested. No. That's how it is. Do not lead nobody on if you don't like them. Do not say yes if you don't want to go. You say no. Always follow that gut feeling. You know how much people are in the wrong place at the wrong time? When you're going somewhere, something's happening and your stomach start burning, what you think that is? That's your spirit telling you, get the hell up out of here. Get up out of here. If you're not interested in something or somebody, do not say yes. Do not do it because, I don't want somebody else to be upset. That's why I said yes. So you rather make yourself upset to make somebody else happy? Not this guy. I'd rather you be miserable and I'm okay. That's how I see the world. Bro, saying no helps you maintain your confidence and your ability, because you have some people out there that they will challenge your knowledge. They will say, okay, this person think they're all smart. Let me go ask them to do something. You ever see somebody asking somebody else to do it and they can't figure it out, and they know they can't figure it out, and yes, they're sitting down watching you, waiting for you to say you can't figure it out. And they know you can't figure it out, and they're watching you. Do not be afraid to say no. Saying no doesn't mean you're wrong. Saying no simply means you're not interested or you don't know. What makes you look foolish is by, oh yeah, I can do this. Or if somebody asks you to help them move something and you don't know how to move it, they're like, oh yeah, I know how to move it. Yeah. Then when you go there and you're looking at them, they have no idea what's going on. If it's not your area, learn to say no. Do not destroy yourself for nobody. And that's why a lot of people lack confidence. You got to remember, we live in a world where people are constantly trying to break all those people that seem like they know what's happening. If you are a person that you're fully confident in your ability, you have people that's going to challenge you. If you're all smart, you're going to have people who are challenging your knowledge because they want to prove that they're smarter than you. That's life, and that's just how it is. So if you are not in a particular area, you can say, oh no, I don't know. You don't have to say, oh yeah, I know. Because once somebody starts challenging you, you start looking foolish because you don't know. And the fact that they're challenging you, you're looking even more foolish than how you did before. Learn to say no. Learn to say no. If you don't know, say you don't know. Do not say yes because you're scared that they're going to make fun of you because you don't know. So these are 10 ways to improve your confidence. So if you're, I hope this was useful for some of you guys, because I handpicked these. I literally I looked through like a bunch and I handpicked these in order to talk about it. Because a lot of people, especially young guys, struggling with their confidence to become somebody because of the generation that making them soft and making them not want to become a better version of themselves. Or if you want to become a very important man, then everything is wrong with you. No, let me tell you something. Everything I just said, try it and let me know if it helps you. I don't care. As long as you are, I would say 16, 17 and up, try it. Do not be afraid to fail. Do not run away from challenges. Know who you are. That's why I put this one at number 1. Figure out who you are. Once you know who you are, you know what you can make happen. If you don't know what you can make happen, you won't have confidence to make anything happen. You won't want to do nothing. Set goals. Do not run away from anything. We're on this world to figure out who we are and pursue something. We're on this world to become somebody, not to remain a nobody. When you were born as a baby, you were born as a nobody. Not everybody inherits things from their family. Some of us are starting from zero trying to create generational wealth. So do not blame where you're coming from or who your parents is. Everything is in your hands. Your future is in your hands of who you become. Or what you become, I should also say. It's in your hands. So I hope this message was useful for some of you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I will be back doing more things. You go enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out. And don't forget to follow me on social media. I post daily on them.